Do you ever feel overwhelmed by the digital clutter in your life? It's time to free ourselves from the chaos and embrace digital decluttering. In our ever-evolving digital world, we often find ourselves buried under a mountain of emails, files, notes, and social media notifications. It's like having a messy room, but in a virtual space. This is where digital decluttering comes in. It's the process of organizing and simplifying the digital aspects of our lives, making space for what truly matters. Over the next few minutes, we'll be exploring different facets of digital decluttering, including mastering email organization, effective file management, desktop cleanup, efficient digital note-taking, and the much-needed social media detox. Each of these elements contributes to a more streamlined, efficient, and less stressful digital environment. So, are you ready to declutter your digital life and enjoy a more organized, productive, and peaceful digital experience? Stay tuned as we dive into the first step, email organization. Overwhelmed by an overflowing inbox? Let's tackle email organization. In the digital realm, one of the biggest culprits of clutter is our email inbox. But fear not, because there are proven strategies to help you streamline your cluttered inbox and prevent future email overload. One of these strategies is the concept of inbox zero. Inbox zero is not about having zero emails in your inbox at all times. Rather, it's about minimizing the amount of time you spend managing your inbox. It's about processing emails, not merely checking them. This involves deciding what to do with each email, whether to delete it, delegate it, respond to it, defer it, or do it, until you're left with an empty or near-empty inbox. But how can you maintain inbox zero? That's where email filters and rules come in. Most email platforms allow you to set up filters and rules that automatically sort your incoming emails. For instance, you can set a rule to send all newsletters to a specific folder, saving them from cluttering your primary inbox. You can also set filters to flag emails from important contacts so they stand out from the rest. Now, let's talk about unsubscribe strategies. If you find yourself consistently deleting certain newsletters or promotional emails without reading them, it's a clear sign that you should unsubscribe. By doing this, you prevent unnecessary emails from reaching your inbox in the first place. Remember, the goal here is not to be ruthless, but to be intentional about what lands in your inbox. This way, you make sure your inbox serves you rather than the other way around. So, to recap, achieve inbox zero by processing, not just checking emails, maintain it with the help of email filters and rules, and prevent future clutter by unsubscribing from unnecessary emails. With these tips, your inbox will be a place of calm, not chaos. Next, we'll move on to file management. Scene script. File management is crucial to digital decluttering. It's time to get those files in order. Our first stop on this journey is cloud storage organization. Cloud storage can be a lifesaver, but only if it's well organized. Think of your cloud storage as a virtual filing cabinet. You wouldn't throw all your papers into a physical cabinet without any order, would you? Treat your digital files with the same respect. Consider grouping files based on their purpose or related project. And remember, a file out of place is a file lost, so always put things back where they belong. Moving on, let's talk about creating an effective folder structure. Imagine you're building a house. You wouldn't just start hammering away without a blueprint, right? The same goes for your digital folders. Start by creating main folders for large categories like work, personal, or school. Then create subfolders within these for more specific topics. For instance, your work folder might have subfolders named projects, meetings, and research. This structure will make it easier to navigate through your files and find what you need quickly. Lastly, let's tackle duplicate files. They're the bane of any digital space, taking up unnecessary room and causing confusion. Luckily, there are several tools available that can help you identify and remove these pesky duplicates. Some tools even offer the option to find similar files, so you can decide whether you want to keep them or not. Remember, every file counts when you're aiming for a clutter-free digital environment. To summarize, effective file management comes down to 3 key actions: organizing your cloud storage thoughtfully, creating a logical folder structure, and diligently removing duplicate files. By taking these steps, you'll not only make your digital space more manageable, but also save valuable time and energy in the long run. With your files neatly organized, you're ready to clean up your desktop. A cluttered desktop can be a source of stress. Time to clean it up. Let's start with those icons and shortcuts scattered all over your screen. They may seem convenient, but too many can lead to visual chaos. So how about we simplify? Begin by grouping related items together. All your design software in one cluster, your office tools in another. This way, you're creating clear zones on your desktop, a bit like an organized desk drawer. Next, remove any shortcuts you haven't used in the last 30 days. If it's not a frequent tool, it doesn't need to live on your desktop. Remember, your desktop is not a storage space, it's a workspace. Now let's talk about the backdrop of your desktop, your wallpaper. Believe it or not, a minimalist wallpaper can contribute to a sense of calm and focus. Opt for a simple design with muted colors. Avoid busy patterns or high contrast colors that can be distracting. Remember, your wallpaper is not an art gallery, it's a backdrop to your work. Finally, take a moment to admire your decluttered desktop. Notice how it feels less stressful? That's because a clean, organized workspace can reduce anxiety and boost productivity. So take a deep breath and enjoy the calm of your newly organized digital workspace. A clean desktop is a joy to work on. Now let's focus on digital note-taking. Digital note-taking can revolutionize your productivity if done right. Imagine a world where you're no longer scrambling to find that crucial piece of information scribbled somewhere in a notebook. Digital note-taking is not just about typing out notes on your computer or phone. It's about leveraging technology to make your notes accessible, organized, and most importantly, useful. Let's start with the effective use of note-taking apps. There's a vast array of apps available, each with its own strengths. Some are great for simple, straightforward notes, while others excel at handling complex information with features like hyperlinking, embedding media, and even drawing. The key is to find an app that matches your needs and stick with it. Consistency is key in digital note-taking. Once you've chosen your tool, it's time to talk about strategies for tagging and categorizing your notes. Tags are like digital sticky notes that help you locate information quickly. Think of them as keywords that represent the main ideas or themes in your notes. Categories, on the other hand, are like folders. They group related notes together. A good rule of thumb is to keep your categories broad and your tags specific. This allows you to find your notes quickly without getting overwhelmed by too many categories. With your notes in order, you're ready to tackle the final step: social media detox. Scene script. Social media can be a significant source of digital clutter. It's time for a detox. It's undeniable. Social media platforms have become an integral part of our lives. They keep us connected, informed, and entertained. But with all the information constantly bombarding us, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Let's start with the first step: unfollowing and unfriending. It might sound harsh, but it's necessary. Think about it. How many of those hundreds or even thousands of friends and followers truly add value to your life? Are you following them because you genuinely enjoy their content? Or is it out of obligation, habit, or fear of missing out? It's time to be discerning. Unfollow those accounts that no longer serve you. Unfriend those people who do not contribute positively to your social media experience. It's not about being antisocial. It's about curating your own feed and controlling the content you consume. Next, let's talk about setting boundaries. Social media platforms are designed to be addictive. They lure us in with endless scrolling, constant notifications, and an insatiable desire for likes and comments. But remember, you're in control. Set a specific time for browsing social media and stick to it. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Be mindful about what you post and how much time you spend on these platforms. It's also important to take regular breaks from social media. Consider designating one day a week as a social media free day. This can help reset your mind and reduce the urge to constantly check your phone. Lastly, remember to use social media for its intended purpose: to connect with people, to learn new things, and to share your life's highlights, not to compare your life with others or to seek validation. With these steps, you're well on your way to a decluttered digital life. Remember, digital decluttering is a process, not a one-time event. Keep at it and enjoy the benefits of a simpler, more organized digital existence.